था भरद्वाज आदर सुनहु अवभंजन रघुनाथ भजु तुलसी तजी मान मद. Tulsidas, she says, drop man and mada, abhiman and arrogance, and bhajahu Ram, Raghunath, Bhavavanjana. He is the one who destroys this ocean of sansar for every one of us. Only by His grace we can cross over this ocean of sansar, and that is literally so. Now, Bole bihasi mahesa taba jnani mura na koi. No jnani, no mura. No jnani, no mura. No, what is jnani or mura? What all nice. Tulsidas dissolves all such man. We will have man, ego in. I'm jnani, you know. I'm jnani. Those fellows, they are mere bhaktas only. I'm jnani. People have also the man. So, Lord Shiva is saying, na jnani na mudha jai jasa raghupati karahi jabat so tasa tehi chana hoi. Now see, what happened? Just now, Bhagavan Shiva told that one of Bhagavan's avatar, Rama's avatar, was because Narad gave sharp. And Parvati ji said, really? Narad gave a sharp? Now what Bhagavan did wrong? Then, this is such an interesting thing. I want to hear that. What happened? Yeah, prasanga. Mohi kau Purari. Oh Purari, tell me this story, this prasanga. Prasanga means this episode. Prasanga. Tell me this episode. So, Bhagavan Shiva, Munimana Moha, Bhagavan Shiva didn't say anything after that regarding that episode. He said, Bole bihasi mahesatava jnani mura na koi. There is no jnani and no mura. Whoever Rama wants to be whatever at whatever time, that person is that only. Yes, becomes that only. Jehi jasa raghupati karahi jaba so tasatehi chana hoi. At moment only he becomes that thing. And then Bharadwaj Muni says, Karau Ram Gunagatha. Bharadwaj Muni says, Kahau Gyan Gunagatha, Ram Gunagatha. Now I am going to tell, not Bharadwaj, Jagabalik tells to Bharadwaj Muni. Now I am going to tell this. Now see, the question is just asked by Parvati ji to Lord Shiva. I want to hear that prasang. But Tulsidas changes the Vakta immediately. The Vakta is not Lord Shiva now. The Vakta immediately becomes Jagabalik. Because now this Hasya Bhav is going to come there. Hasya Bhav means what? Means funny episode. Funny episode is going to come there. And it will be one Santa making fun of another Santa. Rather than Bhagavan Shiva telling the story, and the Lord has to make fun of Santa. That Bhagavan, I told you, Bhagavan's respect for Santa. Bhagavan doesn't, whatever that Santa does, Bhagavan says yes. Even if he has to, take avatar to come and save Jai and Vijay. The Santa gave sharp to Jai and Vijay. Bhagavan says nothing. The respect for saints, that's what I told you, in our naras at the end, slogans at the end. Siyavara Ramachandra ki jai, Pavanasata Hanuman ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Bolo bhai, Sab Santan ki jai. The Santan ki jai is kept for last. And the respect for saints is an enormous thing, a tremendous thing in Hinduism. And so, now, if anybody is going to make fun of Narad, who is a sant also, if anybody is going to make fun of Narad, let the sants themselves make fun of Narad. Bhagavan, yes, see, Tulsidas changed the Vakta. So, Jagabalik is telling to, and Tulsidas is also telling, both of them now, the Vakta become these two. Of course, Shrota is everybody, but Vakta, they change. So, in this last, and see, he changes from Doha, and usually at the end there will be one doha. He adds a sorta to show some dramatic change. So not only the vakta changes, but the meter also changes, the type of verse also changes. So, oh, something has happened here. Like that. So let the saints make joke about themselves. Let not Bhagwan himself make joke about any saint. Like that. That is the idea. Yeah? Then, now see, how did Narad end up giving sharp to Bhagwan? Interesting thing. Himagiri guha ek ati pavani Pah sameep sur sari suhavani Ashram param puneet suhava देखि देव ऋषि मन अति भावा निरखि शैल सरि विपिन विभागा भयउ रमापति पद अनुरागा सुमिरत हरि शाप गति बाधी सहज बिमल मन लागी समाधि मुनि गति देखि सुरेश डेराना काम ही बोल कीन्ह सन्माना सहित सहाय जाहु मम हेतु चले हर्षिय जलचर केतु सुना सिर मन महु अति त्रासा चहत देव ऋषि मम पुरबासा जय कामी लोलुप जग माही कुटिल काक इव सब ही डेराही सुख हार ले भाग हठ सठ स्वान निरखि मृगराज छीन ले जनि जान जड़ तिमि सुर पति न लाज पति न लाज सियावर हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय हिमगिरि गुहा एक अति पावनी बह समीप सुरसरि सुहावनी a most beautiful cave in a most beautiful cave in Himagiri in the Himalayas, most beautiful and most pure, clean, nice cave of the Himalayas. Bahasami Pasurasari Suhavani, Ganga ji flowing close by, most beautiful Ganga flowing nearby. Ashrama Parama Punita Suhava, with a beautiful ashram there. Dekhi Deva Rishi, Narad saw all this. Dekhi Deva Rishi, Mana Ati Bhava, and his mind welled up. He felt so glad to see what a beautiful ashram there, a cave, and Gangaji flowing by. Ah, it brought joy and peace and tranquility and everything to his mind. Mana Ati Bhava, Nirakise Lasari, Bipina Vibhaga, seeing all together now. I told you in the beginning also. Nirakise, mountain, he saw mountain, there's mountain there. Sari, river, Bipina, garden, Vibhaga, groves, all such things. Forest and groves and all. And those three places I was telling you now, on riversides and mountains and in forest, rishis do tapas. They do tapas on these, and then now where all these three meet, ha ha ha. Kya baat hai, how nice. Then, Bhayau Ramapati Pada Anuraga. His heart went immediately to the feet of Bhagavan Vishnu, Ramapati. His heart took flight from there to the feet of Bhagavan Vishnu. Fir Sumirata Harihi Shrapagati Badhi. And remembering Bhagavan Vishnu, the shrap had no effect on him. That is all Tulsidaji says. What shrap? Just now I told you, you remember when Saptarishis came there and they were trying to taunt this Parvati ji and tell, you listen to Narad, that fellow, he gave advice to Daksha. And Daksha's children, and they went away from home and they all never came back. Remember that? All Daksha, he gave advice to the family of Daksha and destroyed his whole family because all his children went away and never came back. So that time, Daksha had given a sharp to Narad. What sharp? My children went away and they never came back because of you. So you fellow, you will keep going everywhere, you will not be able to stay in any one place. That's why he's going all over the globe. Globetrotter. Narayan, 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 he's going everywhere. Daksha told him he couldn't be able to stay in one place. He has to. So he said, then Sumirata Harihi, remembering Bhagavan Vishnu. Shrapa Gati Badhi, that's Shrap. How the Shrap goes away? Shrap is Shrap, no? It is given in the same line there. Sahaja Bimala Manalagi Samadhi. Remembering Bhagavan Vishnu and having a natural love for the Lord, being of naturally pure mind, this Narada, what happened? Lagi Samadhi. He went into Samadhi. It means Narad went beyond the realm of the body, mind and intellect, and Shrap only operates at the level of body, mind and Shrap cannot reach there. Shrap cannot go beyond the BMI. But Narad went to the Samadhi which is beyond BMI. So Shrap, no effect. Then he sat there then. Didn't have to move everywhere. As per the sharp. Sharp or shrap, both the words are there. So, he sat there now. Oh, now interesting story starts. Now the story really starts. Munigati dekhi suresa derana. Indra Bhagwan now saw Narad. Narad in Samadhi, meditating, deep meditation. Indra started thinking, Narad doing tapas? Narad is doing tapas. So, Derana, he became scared. Indra Bhagwan became scared. This story put together so nicely by Tulsidas ji. Kamahi boli, he called Kamadev. Indra called Kamadev. Ki in his anamana, and he gave him good respect and, how we say? It is a word for that in colloquial Trinidad Bhojpuri. Call him and well squeezy foot hunting and mama gaim and what do you call? No, but there's a word in the flattery. No, in the Bhojpuri. No. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll think of it tonight. So, he gave great respect and love and, reverence and everything to Kamadev. He called Kamadev. And, all of these words which they say also, then showed great respect and everything. And then, Saita Sahaya Jahu Mamad Hetu. You go there with all your attendants. Rambha Ityadi, all Apsaras, and you go take all of them and all the seasons and all. Vasanta Ritu. Take all of them and you go there. Sahita Sahai, all your helpers. Along with all your helpers. Chalo Harashi, Mama Hetu, you go there and do my biddings. Do my bidding. Chalo Harashi, here, Jalachara Ketu. Jalachara Ketu is Kamdev. Kamdev went there. How Kamdev is going on? Shiva already burnt him. No, you're not following the story properly. You're not following the story. You have to miss out some essential parts. You have to think about the whole thing now. Please remember, Bhagavan Shiva is telling, in one kalpa, Bhagavan took avatar because Nara had given a sharp in that kalpa. So that's a different kalpa. Kamdev was still in the body. What is happening here? What is it just now? Just now he burnt, only in this kalpa which he is talking about. And one previous kalpa he is telling about. So Kamdev was very much in his body. I know that question will come up in your mind. No. So now, Kamdev happily went there to do the bidding of Indra. What? Bidding means what? Disturb this Narad. He became scared. Now he's going to tell all why and all. To see that commentary is very nice now from here. See, Sunasi Ramana Mahu Asitrasa Chahata Deva Rishi Mama Puravasa. Indra is thinking, this Narad is doing tapas to come and take my seat. He wants to be the king of Swarga. So Narad is doing tapas to become king, and he wants to come and boot me out. So he's doing tapas. In other words, also he became afraid. Indra became afraid because he knew the power of tapas. He knew the power of tapas. See? That's the first thing. But see how wonderfully Tulsidaji puts it together. He says, Sunasi Ramana Mahu Atitrasa. And he chooses this name Sunasir of Indra. Sunasir means Sushtu Nasiram Sena Mukhyam Yasyasa. Means who has a most outstanding and wonderful army of. And how many is armies, How many gods are there? 33 crores. I mean, that is like plenty. That's beyond plenty. How many gods are there? We say in Hinduism, all of them are in his army. The idea, how the contrast is put there, here is an Indra with 33 crores members of his army. What is the most outstanding army? And he is afraid of one half-naked fakir who have nothing but a veena in his hand. He have nothing in his hand but a veena. But he is afraid of him. And that is only because he is very much well aware of the power of tapas. See that? And this is the contrast in the line. So, in this world, an army, the idea is, there are other things in this world which are much greater than an army. What a lesson, eh? In simple, straightforward words of this, Ramcharitamana, Sunasi Ramana Mahu Asi Trasa. Trasa means fear. Chahata Deva Rishi Mama Purabhasa. He wants to take my Pura. Take my chair, my city. And Tulsidaji's comment, because of that, Tulsidaji's comment is so strong. So sometimes Tulsidaji shows utter compassion, some words he doesn't want to put in some people's mouths. But at other times, he is very harsh. Of course, the harshest of them all is Kabir Das Ji. But Tulsidas Ji also can come down very harsh sometimes. You what he says? Je Kami, Lo Lupa, those who are lustful and covetous. Je Kami, Lo Lupa, greedy, lustful, covetous, all that kind of thing. Jagmahi, always in this world. Kutila Kak Iva Savahi Derahi, like a crafty crow, they're always looking over their shoulder and always afraid of everybody. Those who are lusty and covetous and greedy, they like crafty crows. Kak. Kutila Kak, oh Bapre. Kutil means of evil and demented mind. Kutil, kutil. Crafty, when I said just now, I was taking it very easy, you know. See, I have to translate this thing in English. The kutil word is demented. Demented, demented. संत महात्मा लोग से कुटिया कुटिया है आचार्य कुटिया कुटिया क्या है जहां पे कुटिलता नष्ट होता है वो कुटिया है. Those two words are related, they say. A kutia is a place where this kutilta gets destroyed. Anyway, that is beside the point. What I was telling now? I was telling kutil kaka. He tells this word kutila kaka. Those who are lustful and greedy, they always are looking over their shoulder like some crafty crow. It is a true thing, eh? And then he gives an example. Now see, all this is because of Indra's behavior. And this is Indra's behavior, why? Because one Santa, he is doing tapas. He is in samadhi. This is a simple, most spiritual thing. A Sant is in samadhi. The most harmless thing, and not only harmless, but most beneficial thing for the world also. Sant is in samadhi. And Indra's kutilta, his demented mind, interprets that totally ulta, fulta. Upside down. So now Tulsidas puts this comment, and then in the Doha also, he didn't stop, you know, the comment in the Chopai, he thought he would have stopped there, but in the Doha also, he tells, and very, even more strong. Sukh harlai bhag sata swan nirakhi like a stupid dog, like a foolish dog. What he does, he takes his dry bone, that bone dry like sand. He takes a dry bone, he owns a dry bone. He takes his dry bone and he runs away, thinking, and when he sees a lion coming, thinking, look, that lion will come and take my bone. I better take my bone and run from here. Arey, what lion will bone? He'll eat you. But he's so foolish. He takes his dry bone and he runs, thinking that lion will come and take my bone. What a stupid. Chini lei jani jan jara timi surapati hi na laj. He said like that, this Surapati, Indra, na laj, no shame he has. This Indra has no shame like this. He'll take my, he's thinking he's coming, Narada will come. Arey, Narada is going all over the world, Narayan, Bhari Bhakta, about Veena in his hand only. He has no Deha, no Geha, no nothing. Nothing he has. Total renunciate. This Indra is thinking, one who is all the time chanting Narayana and is all the bliss all the time, he'll come there to sit down on your throne, for Bakasur to come there, beat you out, Bali Maharaj come beat you, everybody beat you out, and you're running all over the world homeless, and this, Narada wants to, what? He'll come to take all that trouble. He's already in bliss. Like that is what he means. These devatas always get beaten out from there and become vagabonds everywhere, isn't it? What do you call homeless? They go loafing from place to place, always end up in... So he's thinking, Narad want that. Indrapada. Indrapada means a state of Indra. Just like the stupid dog is thinking, the lion is coming, he'll take my dry bone. Dry bone is Indrapada. That's what he means to say. Yeah. The idea is, as Tulsidas being a sant, Santapada and Indrapada, where is the comparison? Where is this and where is this? Like chalk and cheese. That's why he puts a strong comment. Santapada and Indrapada. You go there, Kami, Indra, always getting some sharp from somebody, always doing wrong thing, beaten out, thrown out, become, Indrapada. And where is Santapada in Samadhi? And so this Indra is thinking, he'll come and take my dry bone. No shame, he says, he has. What strong word. Tulsidas is out to get somebody, I think. Anyway, so now, the story gets interesting now. Tehi ashrama hi madan jab gayau Nij maya basant nirmayau Kusumita vivida bitapa bahuranga Pujahi kokila gunjahi bhringa Chali suhavani trivida bayari Kam krisanu varavani hari Rambhadik sur nari nabina Sakala asamasar kala prabina Karai gan bahutan taranga Bahuvidhi kridahi pani patanga Dekhi sahaya madan harshana Kinesi puni prapancha vidhinana Kam kala kachu muni na vyapi Nija bhaya derau manobhava papi Nija bhava dareu manobhava papi Sima ki chapi kasakai ko utasu बर रखवार रमापति जासु सहित सहाय सवीत अति मानिहारी मन मैन गहे सी जाय मुनि चरण तब कही सुथि आरत बैन कही सुथि आरत बैन सियावर जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय Tehi ashramahi Madan jab gayo. Then Madan, he came to that ashram now in Himalayas where Narad had sat there. Then Nijamaya Basanta, I told you, he brought his army. Basanta Ritu also came there, see. And Rambai Ityadi, he'll tell just now. All of that whole army he brought with him. Apsaras and all. Celestial dancers and Gandharvas. And in his army, he has a well established army with people who can turn the mind topsy-turvy. So Basant came there first and he created Basant. Basanta Ritu came there and created a spring season by that ashram. Then Kusumita Bibida Bitapa Bahuranga, all the trees immediately blossomed with all various colors and types of flowers. Then Kujahi Kokil, the cuckoos, kuhu, whatever like that. Gunjahi Bringa, all the bees started humming and buzzing. No, not mosquitoes. Gunjahi Bringa means bees. Chali, Suhavani, Tribida Bayari, and now he made also the 3 types of wind, I told you. Bayari means wind. Tribidha, the 3 types of wind. Cool, soft, and fragrant. Chali, Suhavani, Tribida Bayari, Kama Krisana. I see in the words of Tulsidas, is strong also. Kama Krisanu Varavani Hari. And it fanned the fire of passion. Fanned the fire of passion and love and lust and all that. What? The wind. 3 types of wind. Then Karahigana Bahutana Taranga Rambadika Suranari Nabina, all the Rambadika, all the wives of all the gods and Ramba Ityadi, they are all now. So they call it Nabina. Nabina means in Swarga, they don't get old. They are one age all the time. Nabi means forever young. All these songs and all these things now, they come from Ramayana only. They come from Ramayana. See where they get all of these words and all. Nabina Sakala Asamasara Kala Prabina, and they know very well the art of shooting the 5 arrows. 5 arrows of karma. It means that they all know, they are all part of his army, so they know the art of instilling karma in the mind of the other person, like that. All of them, Ramba Ityadi now, Suranari, all the wives of all the Suras, gods who came with him, who are there in his army. Karahigana Bahutana Taranga, and they started singing nice tan and alap and all ragas and all different intonations. And how do you think our Hindi films came out like that? Yeah, they follow Tulsidashi, just follow this all, Kamadev and all. Bahuvidhi Krida Hipani Taranga, and all of them, Ramba Ityadi, with big balls in their hands like that and all playing and tossing and like that. Then Dekhi Sahaya. Now they amaze even Madan. He's looking at his own people do their magic, See, he also is happy. Arey, wow, look at my group. He himself is overwhelmed by how wonderful his group is. Dekhi Sahaya Madana Harshana. He is so happy. And then that inspired him also. Puni Prapancha Bidhinana. And he also made many other magical things to try to now break the samadhi and tapas of Narad. Madan himself got into the whole act. Why should I just let them have fun, He also got into the act. But then, there's a, what do you call that? Anticlimax. Kama kala kachu munihi na byapi. All the kala of Kama had absolutely no effect on the Muni. Then Tulsidas wraps up the Katha very fast also. No effect on the Muni. Absolutely none. Didn't touch him even a little bit. Then Nija Bhaya Dareu Manobhava Papi. Manobhava means Kamdev, Madan. He immediately became scared. Just like his king, Indra. He became scared now also. We tried to break this Muni's samadhi. Now when he opens his eyes, we tried to break this Muni's samadhi, we'll be in real trouble. Nijabaya Dareu. He became scared. And Tulsidaji's comment, most wonderful. Simikchapi sakai koutasu barakawara ramapati jasu. Who could ever disturb the mind of a person who is protected by Ramapati? Kamdev cannot disturb the mind of this Narada because he is protected by Ramapati, Bhagavan Vishnu himself. Who could disturb the mind of a person protected by Ramapati? Tulsidaji's comment. But he sticks the comment in between Kama's fear, Kamdev's fear. He mentioned the fear, sticks in the comment, and comes back to the fear. You have to think why Tulsidaji does all of these things. It means to say that the only way we will become free from fear is if we are protected by the Lord. And how we become protected by the Lord? We have to surrender to the Lord. That is the idea. He starts telling about the fear of Kamadev, sticks in the comment, and comes back to the fear. Saita Sahaya Sabhita Ati, with great fear now. He and all his attendants now, his whole army now. Mani Hari Manaman. They accepted defeat. And then what? Gahesi Jai Muni Charanatava. Quickly they went and they prostrated before the Muni. They went and fell prostrate before the feet of the Muni. Kai Suti Arataben, and spoke very, very, pitiful words to the Muni. But this is the good thing. Whenever we find ourselves in trouble, the best thing is to do is to go on surrender. You try to disturb such a great Rishi, Deva Rishi, Narad, who is the Rishi among the Devas, also son of Brahmaji himself, Hari Bhakta and all that, and now you fail miserably. So the best thing to do is go on surrender, which led by Kamadev, they all went and they fell at his feet immediately and then spoke. Then, Bhayauna Narada Mana Kachurosha Kahi Priya Bachan Kama Paritosha Nai Charan Siru Ayas Upai Gayau Madan Tava Sahita Sahai Muni Susilata Apani Karani Surapati Sabha Jai Savabarani Suni sabke man acharaju awa Muni hi prasamsi hari hi sirunawa Tab narad gavane siva pahi Jita kam ahamiti manamahi Mar charit sankar hi sunaye Ati priya jani mahes sikhaye बार बार बिनवौ मुनि तोहि जिम यह कथा सुनायहु मोहि तिमि जनि हरि सुनावहु कबहु, चले प्रसंग दुराए हु तबहु, संबुदीन उपदेश हित, नहीं नारद ही सोहान, भरद्वाज कौतुक सुनहु, हरि इच्छा बलवान, हरि इच्छा बलवान, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. Quickly Kamadev came and fell on the feet of Narad Muni and said, you know, say, oh great sage, it was Indra who sent me, you know. Mean to say that not my fault. No, I'm just thinking he would have said that is not written there. To save himself, he would have said that only. That's what we do now. We immediately take ourselves out of the whole picture. Bhayo nanarad manakachu rosa. Not even one iota of anger came in the mind of Narad. Not an iota of anger came in the mind of Narad. Kahi priya bachana kam paritosha, and he spoke very nice, loving words to pacify Kama, because Kama was terribly upset now and scared. Then, Nai charana siru aya supai, and Kamadev, when Narad spoke such nice words, it was all happening in one chaupai. Narad spoke such nice, Kamadev spoke such nice words, and Narad spoke nice words also to pacify him. And Kamadev immediately asked, can I go? Can I go? Nai charana siru ayasupai. Ayasupai means he got his permission to go. Gaya umadana taba sahita sahai. And immediately he went in the same chaupai also. We better go before Narad changes his mind. So he took all his people and he... All this happens in one chaupai. Muni susilta apani karani. Surapati sabha jai sabbarani. Kamadev immediately went to Indra's sabha. He went to Indra's court in the presence of all the gods, all the ministers, Indra's ministers, everybody is there. And Kamadev told the whole story. What story? Muni Susilata. What great character of this Muni. In spite of having tried to break his samadhi and all, he was so gracious and compassionate and loving and everything. And this Kamadev told the whole story. Muni Susilata apani karani. He told the whole story himself. And then, Suni sabake mana acha raja ava. When all of them heard this in Indra's court, they were all amazed. And the next line is very nice. All of the gods became amazed. It says, Munihi prasamsi. They all praised the Muni. Munihi prasamsi. Pay attention to that word. Munihi prasamsi. They all praised the sage Narad, the Muni. Narad Muni. Then, Harihi Sirunava, and they all bowed their head to Hari. Now look, they praised Narad, but bowed their head to Hari. They understood that if Narad had any achievement, it was all because of the greatness of Hari. So the gods bowed their head to Hari, even though Hari was not present there. But they praised the sage, Narad. Munihi prasamsi. This prashamsa is one of the most dangerous things we could ever encounter on the path of spirituality. Prashamsa, praise, when anybody praises us. Because that is the thing that goes unhindered directly to our ego and blows up that ego. They call it prashamsa, praise. Immediately it goes to the ego. See, other things we might think, other things we might reflect, we might not hear so good, or we might say, no, it is not like that. But when praise comes, there is no filtering, no hindrance, no nothing. That hits directly at the ego and swells the ego very nicely. Praise. Now look here. Please pay attention to this. When Kamadev went to the court there and he praised Narada in front of all the devatas, right? Now that would have spread like CNN everywhere, you know. All the gods in all the different lokas and everything, they all know Indra. So they were, wow, Narad conquered Kamadev. Not only that, see the gravity of the whole thing now. Narad told to Kamadev, you go and tell Indra, I am not interested in his throne, in his city, in his khazana, in all of, his treasury. I am not interested in that. You go. In the least bit, I am not interested. So Narad conquered Kama. And he says here, Bhayau na Narad mana kachurosha. Not even a little bit of anger came. Narad conquered Kama. He conquered Krodha, which is anger. And he conquered Lobha, which is greed for the kingdom and power and money and treasury. And he conquered Kam, Krodha, Lobh. In Bhagavad Gita, Kam, Krodha, Lobh is said to be the 3 doors to hell. Kam, Krodha, Lobh. Conquered the 3 doors to hell in one stroke. So all the gods praised. Kamadev praised. Then his praise went ringing throughout the whole cosmos. All the gods, went back to their respective places and all. And when they reached there, they told this one and told that one. Narad conquered Kamadev. But what is the use of any great achievement in the world if nobody knows? Narad thinks. What is the use of great achievement in the world if nobody knows? Especially important people, if they don't know. Some villager knows and all that. But important people have to know. Second thing is, Narad started thinking in his mind now, if we go back to Shiva Katha, where Kamadev had come there, Lord Shiva got angry. Bhayokop! There it is written. Lord Shiva himself got angry and opened his third eye and he burnt Kamadev. And remember, this goes on from Yuga to Yuga. So Narad is thinking, look, I outdid Lord Shiva himself. I did not get angry. And I conquered Kama. And Lord Shiva himself got angry. And he couldn't conquer Kama because he came out of his samadhi. He came out of his samadhi and he got angry. I did not come out of my samadhi. Kamadev could not touch me. And I did not get angry. And I conquered Kam, Krodh, Lobh, all 3. Now it means I outdid Shiva himself. But what good is that if Lord Shiva doesn't know? If I outdid Lord Shiva himself and he doesn't know. I think now, if I go to university and I get a PhD and I don't put PhD by my name, then why did I go there? This is human tendency. It means others have to know. So I have to put some in front, and some letters and all. Others have to, otherwise, suppose after I get it, I am not going to put. Have you ever seen anybody done? I am not going to put this in front of my name or at the end of my name. A rare thing, I have never heard of any case. So what if I get this achievement and nobody knows? So now Narad conquering Kam, Krodh and Lobh, 3 doors to hell. Trividam narakasyedam dwaram nashanam atmanah Kam, Krodha tatha Lobha. Like this. So then what? In this passage, right there in the middle itself, as soon as they praise Narad in the court of Indra, the next line says, Narad went directly to Lord Shiva. How can I outdo Lord Shiva and he himself doesn't? No. Tab Narad Gavane Siva Pahi. Straight to Lord Shiva. Gavane Siva Pahi. Jita Kam Ahamiti Manamahi. With great ego now, thinking, I conquered Kam, who you yourself did not conquer. Thinking, didn't tell him. Didn't tell him, I conquered Kam, who you yourself didn't conquer. He didn't say like that. But he goes there with great ahamiti, abhiman. Ahamiti manmahi, jita Kam, having conquered Kam. Then, mar charita sankarahi sunaye. Then he told the story of Kamadev. Kamadev came there with all his attendants. Vasanta Ritu Ityadi, Ramba. And they tried to disturb my samadhi, but they failed. He told the whole story to Lord Shiva. But he didn't tell Lord Shiva anything about, well, you couldn't do it, you know. He just told what he did. He just told what he did. Then, Ati Priya Jani Mahesa Sikhai. Bhagwan Shiva, knowing him to be a great devotee, and with great love, Bhagwan Shiva tried now to teach him. Because Lord Shiva immediately saw that Abhiman had sprung in his heart. Bar bar binavau munitohi. Again and again, I bow to you, O great sage. Lord Shiva is bowing to him now. Bar bar binavau. Again and again, I prostrate to you, I bow to you, I do supplications to you. Jimiyah katha sunaya humohi. Just as you have told me this katha. Timi jani harihi sunavau kabahu. Don't ever go and tell this katha to Lord Bhagwan Vishnu. So Narad thought, oh, I outdid this fella in every way, and he doesn't want Lord Vishnu to find out because he will look bad. See? He will look real bad because I outdid him. So he's telling me now, don't go and tell to Lord Vishnu. But if you look at the words of Lord Shiva, it's like the words of a lawyer, well selected, like a piece of legislation, well selected and put together. He didn't say, don't go and tell this story to Bhagwan Vishnu. He said, in the way in which you told me, don't go and tell in that way. He didn't say, but Narad took it to mean, he didn't want me to go and tell this story to. He meant to say, in the way in which you told me. It means you told me with so much of abhiman. But Narad is not hearing that. Because the abhiman has already clouded his mind. He feels he's very great. The prashamsa, the praise, has gone and swollen the ego. And then he can't hear anything after that. So he's thinking Bhagwan is telling me, don't go and tell Bhagwan Vishnu. But Bhagwan didn't say that. He said, Jimmy. And I said, Timmy. In this way, don't go and tell like that. As you have told me, don't go and tell. Chaleu prasam sidurai. And not only that, Bhagwan gives valuable advice. What is that advice? He said, Chaleu prasanga, even if this topic comes up, durai huptabahu, you change the topic. Means when you go to Bhagwan Vishnu, even if this topic comes up, you don't entertain the topic, you keep silent or you change this topic. Sambuddhina upadesa hita. And this upadesh, Bhagwan Vishnu, Shiva gave to Narada for his own benefit. But nahi naradahi sohan. But Narada did not like this upadesh. Nahi Naradahi Sohan. He certainly did not like this Upadesh. And then Jagabalik tells to Bharadwaja Kautuka Sunahu. Oh Bharadwaj Muni, listen to the spectacle that happened now. Some spectacle. Hari Ichha Balavan, the wish and the dictates of Hari is Balavan, strong. So throughout the Katha also, the Prarabdha, or the, what we call, destiny as decided by Hari. That is coming throughout the Katha. I spoke to you about that already. Okay. Now the amazing Katha will continue. Tomorrow, Bhagavan already told, don't go and tell this to Bhagavan Vishnu. And